Hey and welcome to another episode of Imperator Rome. And today we are going to start a new campaign. And today we're going to play as Rome. But I thought to myself, Rome would be too simple to play. So I set myself a little challenge that I will play with the automated army features only. So most of the time I will be using the automated army features. I will have some exceptions for myself, primarily when these armies do not move as I intend them to. So for example, if someone declares war on me, like the Etruscans, and I've got an army here that will properly start working, but someone's standing down here and they just do not feel like going up there, then I will allow myself to move them one command and get them into position. Also, if I'm declaring a war and they do not move into the enemy vicinity, I will allow myself to give them a kickstart command, so they actually start doing stuff. That's basically it. We're going to play as Rome. Ruler is Publius Sempronius Sophus. At the moment we are an aristocratic republic. Religion is Hellenic, culture is Roman. We have got some small subjects here and quite a decent starting population. Iron Man mode is of course enabled, and let's head into the game. Senatus Populusque Romanus. Populusque? I don't know. Romanus. For over 20 years, the nascent Roman Republic has fought a harsh campaign against the Samnite people to the south. Although victory often seemed far from grasp, the war ended in Rome's favor, resulting in the liberation of the important Greek city of Neapolis. The Samnites, however, having retreated to lick their wounds, are far from defeated. In the north, the Etruscan people eye the expansion of the Republic with apprehension. To the south, myriad Greek city-states plot behind one another's backs, all the while appealing to their benefactors in Greece for aid. On the far-flung island of Sicily, the foreign invasion of the mysterious Carthaginian Empire threatens to upset the precarious balance of power in the region. Will Rome rise victorious or fall to eternal strife and barbaric hordes? The fate of the Roman Republic rests in your hands. For the Republic. So let's get the usual stuff out of the way. Set ourselves the ideas. Of course, we will take morale of armies, army recovery, reinforcement speed, and oratory for the moment. I think loyalty. Can't deal with my generals going downhill. And blessing of Pluto, invention, technologies. I mean, that's nice. And taxes also. Already have these. I will only get one invention, so I can import. Okay. Already have this one. Yeah, we can do another one. I don't think we have to. This is not. Oh, it's maybe some slaves, right? So government. That's good. tax. That's a nice thing as the Romans, you don't need to import. Very start, you have the army morale, the iron surplus, so you heavy in the best. Already have the Scorn family. Yeah, that's always a problem. But I will later. So this army doesn't have its crew. There you are. These guys are okay, because we're going mainly up north. And let's see, boards 1, 2. This one is too much. I don't. One. Oh, wait. This one. Yeah, that's okay. Get a commander for the navy. And not one of the best, so we can one of these 6. Just want to bye. There. Yeah, he's okay. No, you're not. Also join my Good. So now that everything is set up, I will go a little bit into detail how the armies work and how we are going to utilize the automated options. So you select the army, of course you have the commander here. You have different types. I think I will. You have to. You can order them to do stuff like building roads. Yeah. Can really teach them. You can allow other units to attach to this unit. You can build forts. You can assign them to regions. You can reorganize them, force march them. But what is important for us is the stance, like what tactic we are using on the battlefield, and there are some here. Bottleneck and deception are the best for us right now, because you can see right here how much the units contribute to the tactic. And I'm going to go with bottleneck right here, but this is not really a tactic, it's just a modifier that you get in battle against other units, other unit comms, other tactics, and which determines how if you get a little percentage buff to your army. And then we, of course, I will go to the objective tab. You have these primary, secondary, and flanking corridors, and the way this works in a battle, I will come back to that if we are in a real battle. This is not like, it's not like this is the first row and when they are done, this is the second row and they are trying to go around the flanks. It is just everything still gets deployed in a straight line. And I will show that in the next battle. And these guys will be the center. And these guys will go on the left and right flank of this center. And these guys will go on the outside, on the flank. So basically, if you're fighting smaller armies, the outer guys are not in combat. So that there's a mechanic to counter the enemy. Like if he's putting archers in there, you could put the cavalry into the middle, so they wreck the archers. But I do not understand how these flanks work, because they are not really flanking. If the enemy only has some troops left, they're still just fighting the one in front of them, but that's for another day. So yeah, the objectives. So we have got 5. The first one, independent operations, is the army will operate independently. And this is mostly what I will use for offensive operations, because they will go in and fight the other army, siege the stuff. Then we have got defending borders. That's, let's say later I will employ some of them to defend territory if the enemy start sieging out my land. They are starting to go like for these base races. Then rebel fighting, it's rebel fighting. I think they're also fighting barbarians then. Reconnaissance. I haven't used this very much. It's possibly you use this with light cavalry, small stacks of light cavalry, have them go around and scan the area in front of you so you can locate the enemy armies, and then they will retreat as soon as enemy armies approach them. And keeping in reserve is I've used this to carpet siege a lot, so I will have 2k stacks standing around, and they will only fight if you have superior numbers. So they would start sieging the stuff out, but today this is going to be harder because the main armies will also start sieging everything. So I will see how this works. We'll set them on independent operations for the moment. And I will also have a lot of these Scorn families as commanders for smaller armies. Because having smaller armies is just way faster in sieging stuff. It's just so fast. I want the military. Them in charge. How long is it? Oh, so we don't have a truce. Okay. So of course, it's the Etruscans we're going to declare, but first we need to fabricate a claim. Holy shit, these guys are already. And also, One thing why I want to have small armies is the loyalty problem. Because these guys get disloyal so fast. This is highly populated. This. You want the beginning. You want this because it's just money, 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 money. Local tax, commerce income, civilization level. Civilization level makes citizens and freemen happy. Craftsmen not so much, but you don't need these guys. You want to promote them sometime to get them being freemen, because they generate base tax and local manpower, but you have no use for them really. You're mostly generating tax slaves because you're Rome, you're conquering your ass off. So have this down so we can afford another army. And I will not get too many principes for the beginning because they're just too expensive in the upkeep. Like for one principe I can have 2 archers, and for 2 I can have 5 archers. So they're going to run with that for the moment. Just in the beginning it's just numbers, numbers, numbers. I think I will have 1 or 2 scouting units. I want to see how it works. And yeah. So now I made a mistake. The pop up here. You do not want to trade. You always want to disable this. So you are not trading away your surpluses in the capital. Because what I did, I traded away my iron and I lost the 10% heavy infantry discipline. Which is very, very important. 10% discipline can make a lot of difference. So they have broken the alliance. Don't care for that. We will have the claim soon, so I will start raising the army. And 2 auxiliary here, 2 here. Let's see how this works. Oh, this is so peak. You can get this. I will get this early. 5% more manpower recovery is huge. And this, holy shit. Okay, we will save a little bit of money, I guess. I didn't know. I could have had this right now. That's a shame. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. So we're getting this. You guys are together. So now I will put some of the commanders in. So because yeah, I do not want them to get loyal codes, but it's merely not a problem. Family Valerie. Because they are not supposed to be fighting. Yeah. Not particularly good in anything else. Citizens. And you'll get better compass. And can we afford another one? I think so. Yeah. What? It's 10 times, yeah. Then we will already fabricate the clip. Huh? Was he coming? Oh, I already have. Oh. So I only need to. Why aren't they behind this wall? Civics want the war. Why aren't the recovery? Morale recovery? But they do not want the war. Why do they not want the war? Like,